Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's where you belong.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Chicago.
Run. 182. Watch 2. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bears first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Von Bell. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bears take over first.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
I'm going to run you over.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
182. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you're trying to find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So we got man. Let's go.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
He's crashing. No. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Daryl Worley. Thomas, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Stop! 180!
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Armin. Go. You is you. It comes to me, it's me.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2nd and 11. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. from 3 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Saints 35, Bears 3. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third
Mike
down.
2, Mike 2. Hey, here we go.
On third down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here comes the Bears punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Tight dog. Go. Tight dog. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. So don't say nothing. Hey.
They'll look to throw.
I got it.
This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Good job.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They keep it with Henry on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Watch two. Come on, D.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never moved.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Run for Pollard. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for New Orleans, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.